Hey guys, Dabu7, May 8th, 2013. I want to put out a firm warning to anybody thinking about attending the March on Washington on July 4th. This is not a good idea for many reasons. First being the man that is holding this, Adam Kokesh. For a long time, I've had my eye on this guy, seeing who he works for. Once you start to do your background information on this man and find out who his father is and his connections to Alex Jones. Alex Jones is pushing him. His connections to Luke and We Are Change. They are buddies. And all of these organizations are ran by your government in some form, some manner, some way. Just like Anonymous was infiltrated and pulling off all these attacks, just like Alex Jones is trying to rally the sheeple, Adam Kokesh wants to get 10,000 men to show up in D.C., starting at the cemetery, and march peacefully in a disobedient act of being a civilian. And that if they are stopped by law enforcement or anything else, they are going to peacefully turn around and walk away or submit to arrest, is what they're saying. And Kokesh is saying that he will be the first one to go down. He's also saying that he has the Washington Police Department going to escort them, I guess, so far, to the point to where they're just going to stop. And if they continue this march, it's only going to take one shot. The shot heard around the world. It doesn't have to be one of his men. It doesn't have to be a freedom-loving citizen. It could be one shot that rings out from a government official or some kind of sabotage that sets this whole thing into motion. If they march into D.C. with their guns and a gun battle breaks loose, I'm telling you right now, once shots are fired, it's not going to stop. And if this is a setup, like I suspect it might be, this is going to be a disastrous mess for your freedoms, for your gun rights, everything. Now, with that said, if someone was wanting to organize a march in Washington, that's one thing. Depending on who is organizing it and who is leading it, you always got to look at the leader. That's what it's all about. Look at who you're following into the fire. If this was a righteous man with a righteous background and he didn't have a history of trying to stir up things and cause trouble, I would say, a peaceful march without guns would be good. Now, some would say, well, hey, we should be able to march with our guns, through Washington. Well, Washington D.C. is not part of this country or part of this corporation. I need to correct myself there. This isn't a country. This is a corporation. And with that said, Washington, D.C. is not even part of this country. It is a city-state. It is its own entity, its own laws, its own law enforcement, its own mail service, its own judges, its own jails. People are not understanding this, that Washington, D.C. is a Virginia company-owned product that is owned by the Crown, by the Queen, who is in turn owned by the Vatican, who is in turn owned by the Rothschilds and banking dynasties of this world that are enslaving us all. And they are, in the long run, supporting all these outlets out there like Alex Jones, like Adam Kokesh, and I'm just giving you guys a warning here. I'll give you guys links so you can do your own research on this guy, but I'm telling you, it does not set well with me. This reminds me of Terrell 03 trying to get everybody to go to the Ozarks armed, and was taking money from people and had people packing their bags ready to go to the Ozarks armed, telling the whole world where they're going to be armed. Do you see where this is going? If this goes down, they're going to know, they're going to be prepared. And I'm telling you, if this is a setup and something bad happens from this, that's exactly what it was, or is a setup. This is just a warning out there for people to think long and hard before they join this event. I'm leaving all of his information here He's calling himself the revolutionary or the revolution czar. All right? Basically trying to step up and act like he's the man that's going to run this revolution against the United States. But he's got his employer as Obama for America. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Set up, folks. I don't care if anyone wants to come on here trying to defend this guy and bashing me. I'm going to delete you and ban you quick. I mean, if you support this guy in certain ways, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But this isn't about Kokesh on a daily basis. This is about the march on Washington armed. And I'm telling you, if it goes down, it's going to go bad, and lives are going to be lost, and it's going to be ugly. It's something I don't want to see happen. I don't want to see us get stripped of our liberties where some fool is taking people out here and going to possibly get them killed in the name of freedom and liberty. If you're going to do something like this, you better be 1 million men strong. 1 million men, not 10,000, 1 million. And you better have every one of your enemies outnumbered 10-1, with men and with guns. I'll leave links, guys. Until next time, Dabu7 with some underground world news.